Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Saya, the Choose Gooder here, and I'm so excited for today's video because it's my favorite kind of video to do and my favorite kind of video to watch on YouTube, but it's my monthly favorites, things I've been using, hair, beauty, things around the house and kitchen that I've really been loving. Also, really quickly as a side note, people have been asking me sort of what is Choose Gooder, like what's that name about? And it's a play on do-gooder. So, lots of people do amazing things. They volunteer and they're involved in nonprofits and things to create change. And while I think that's really important, and I myself have worked in nonprofits and have been in education my whole entire life, I also think we can affect change by the choices we make. So, being a choose gooder is someone who sort of uses their dollar and the choices that they make to affect change. And, we can use better things for the environment and for our skin and for our body and for our families that are good for us, good for the planet. And sort of that is the idea. So there's a couple things in this month's favorites that might be a little off choose gooder mission, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what, everything in moderation. Like, we're all human, and when you find something that's great, sometimes you just gotta make an exception. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing what some of my favorite things were this month, then just to keep on watching. Okay, so in keeping with the Choose Gooder theme, my very first favorite is this towel. It's kind of random. It is called Fab Fresh. So I have been on a crusade to lessen the amount of paper towels my family uses. We use a ton of paper towels, and I try to get the paper towels that are like the Selecta size, so you can tear them in half or thirds or whatever it is and use less paper towel for each job. But still, we go through a ton of paper towel. I've been thinking enough is enough, but this isn't the first time I've thought that. Like, I keep buying different types of towels and mostly like wipe things down or to dry things off, and no towel absorbs water. And everything I get just sort of pushes water around. Just you name it, I've gotten it, and it doesn't absorb water. So I put out this email to my listserv, my neighborhood listserv. It's like a bunch of parents that are on a listserv. And so I said, is there anyone that's encountered a towel that they can use that like actually wipes up water? And everyone was like, here, use this, buy this towel or this towel, but you just have to wash cotton over and over and over and over and over again. And after a while, then it'll get really absorbent. And I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. I need something that's going to work right away. So I started to do a little digging, and some of the recommendations I got sent led me down this road, and I found these towels on Amazon. And let me tell you, they are just like a paper towel. They absorb spills and water. Like you wash your dishes and then there's some water. And I just take this little bar mop and I wipe it down, and it just immediately absorbs, and they dry really quickly too. It was $12 for a pack of 5, which in my opinion is kind of pricey for towels, especially when you can go to the hardware store and get a huge pack of towels for like $2 or $3. But they are worth every penny. At first, I was like unhappy with the size when it came. I thought should be a little bit bigger, but this actually ended up, I think, being a really convenient size. First of all, because you can fold them and put several of them in a drawer and they don't take up that much space. And also they're so absorbent that you don't need them to be massively large. It's actually just like easier to wipe down like countertops and stuff with this towel. And already I'm using so much less paper towels. I know that there's an argument that using cloth also uses a lot of resources because you use water and to and electricity energy to wash stuff like this, but these are so small. Even 10 of them, I just put them in my regular wash, and it's not adding to my laundry. It's not anything extra. So I cannot recommend these enough. I love them. They have been a game changer for me. in the kitchen. So sticking to the kitchen, my next item is kind of a cheat because I haven't been using it all month. I've only used it a few times, but I love it so much and I don't need to wait that long to know that I love it, and I have to mention it. And it is the Attitude Kitchen Cleaner. Can you see it? It looks like this. It is specifically meant for degreasing in the kitchen. It's an Attitude Kitchen Cleaner is specifically formulated to remove grease and grime in the kitchen. Okay, so first of all, this company is incredible. It is definitely on the Choose Gooder mission spectrum. It is all non-toxic to you and to the environment. I actually discovered it on the EWG website, so the Environmental Working Group. If that's an app you don't have, I highly recommend that you download it and put it in your phone. I will link it down below. Basically, it's got this database of household products and beauty products and cosmetics, and you can scan barcodes of things you're considering buying, or you can search and it'll tell you sort of its rating, both like for yourself and for the environment. And this company is verified through them. And I was reading about them. They were like, it's just so paradoxical to use toxic chemicals to clean. And it is, it's so true. It's like, why clean with things that are harmful to you and to the environment? So this, you guys, I had grilled some chicken on an indoor grill pan, and like, of course, it got everywhere. Like, oil got everywhere, and it was all over the oven. I sprayed this, and I didn't even wait. Like, I sprayed everything, and then I went back over with my towel. I wiped it, and it was like the grease was gone. There was nothing left behind. I can't explain it. I've never had a product do that so easily. There was a couple of spots where like the oil had pooled and like created like a little puddle and dried, and that wasn't easy to wipe like in one wipe. I just sprayed it, let it sit there for a couple of minutes, and then it went away. I can't tell you, like, I'm so impressed with how effective this spray is. Not only is it great for the environment, not only can you feel good about it in your house, but it effing works. It works. Love it. Buy it. Get it. Do it. I'm out of breath. Talking is hard when you baby got pushing up on them lungs. Whew. Moving to something edible. I have discovered this month these Yum Earth organic lollipops. So I had a couple of flights this month with my son, and last time I flew, we were waiting in security, and it was a really long line, and my son had missed his nap, and whatever, he was having full melt, full crying, and full screaming, and I'm by myself. I've got the bag, I've got the baby, I've got just everything, and it was a nightmare. And this guy turns to me in the line and is like, what flight are you on? And I was just like, but this woman came up to me, and she had this Ziploc bag of Dum Dum lollipops, and she was like, I always travel with these, like, here. And she unwrapped it, and you guys, it was like the light of God. She was like, "Da-da-da." My kid was quiet. He was happy. He was pumped. And she gave me a couple more. She was like, here, take a couple extra for the plane. The minute he popped one, he was like, another one. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can have another one. I'm not in the habit of giving him 10 lollipops a day, but I was like, whatever we got to do to get through this flight, we's gonna do it. We doing it. So this time I wanted to be prepared, and I was like, maybe there's healthier lollipops out there. And apparently there are. These are the Yum Earth. I got them at Whole Foods, and they have really cool flavors like pomegranate pucker, mango tango. They're gluten-free. Obviously, there's no dairy, there's no nuts. So like if your child has a nut allergy, you can feel confident that these weren't made in the same facility as tree nuts. So that's really important. There's no high fructose corn syrup, no soy, no egg. And it uses organic cane sugar as the first ingredient. Look, they're obviously sugar. I mean, these aren't healthy, but they're just better ingredients. Like instead of high fructose corn syrup, it's actual cane sugar flavored with the concentrate of carrots, black currant, turmeric for color. So everything that's in it is better ingredients than would be in sort of a mass-produced dum-dum situation, which, like, I ain't hating on a dum-dum. If there's a dum-dum available, I'm obviously going to use it. But if I have the time to plan ahead of time and can give my son something a little healthier, I really liked these. Moving on to hair products. This is my cheat, sort of off-mission Choose Gooder product. And it's also a cheat in another way because, like the Attitude Spray, I have only been using this for a few days. I haven't been using it the whole month of March. But I have used enough hair products to know when I find an amazing one, and I don't think I need to use it all month long to know that this is insane. And which is why I'm like dealing with the fact that it's probably terrible for me and terrible for the world. It is this. It is the Pantene Volume High Lifting Hairspray. So, first of all, it's massive. It's huge. It's a 4 out of 5 for hold. You guys, I sprayed this, like, I'm talking just like, and all of a sudden my hair was like, it's insane. Like, and it's not crunchy. It doesn't feel, excuse the grays, it doesn't feel hard. It is just like, and the more you sort of play with it, it sort of holds its shape. Like, I cannot say enough good things. I've never used a product that this instantaneously gave me both volume, body, lift, and hold. And I've been trying to find a clean version of that forever. In fact, I spent a decent amount on some stuff that was on Sephora, and it's all natural and supposed to have sea buckthorn in it and all these different ingredients that are supposed to make these products like very good for you, very good for the environment. Those didn't work. I've been trying out all different kinds of things. So while I am on the hunt for something better for me to inhale and something better for the planet, I'm going to use this. That's what I'm going to do. It's definitely like releasing tons of CFCs into the atmosphere, but dang, it's good. It's good. It's really good. I cannot recommend this enough. So I'll link it down below. Holy grail. I mean, I've been using it for just a few days and it's a holy grail. So sticking with hair, I am going to mention this. And this is really an honorable mention, I have to say, because this is supposed to be things I've been loving lately, and I'm like loving and hating this. So the point of this is that you can put your hair up and it won't leave a crease. You can put your hair in a top knot, you can put your hair in a ponytail, and then when you take it down, there isn't that dent in your hair that's left by traditional hair ties. That's sort of like this thing's claim to fame. It's called the Invisibobble. I got mine, they come in a package of 3, and I got mine for $5.99 on Amazon. They're listed at Sephora for $8 for 3. And also, just to beware, on Amazon, they also have different colors of this, and those are even more expensive than they're listed at Sephora. So just kind of beware of that. So that's really pricey. I mean, at $6 for the 3 that I got, it's $2 a hair tie. And that's a lot for a hair tie, considering you can get a whole pack of those like scoonsy ones from CVS for $2 or $3. It's hideous. My habit is to put it on my hand. Then you have this like phone cord on your hand, which is unattractive. Like, this is terrible. But having said all of that, I find myself like hunting for this over my other ones when I'm in between things and I've styled my hair, but I want to get it out of my face. Typically, I'm like, I don't want to put it up because then I'm going to have a dent in it and all that work that I did will go to waste. And so I find myself like hunting all over the house to track this down. It's become sort of indispensable to me because then I take my hair down and I don't have a crease. And the other thing is I can get it wrapped around my hair the amount of times that I need to. So it's super stretchy, but also has enough tension that you can wrap it around your hair 2 or 3 times or 4 times, and it works. If you've been looking for a hair tie that will not leave a crease in your hair, I do really recommend it. Just know that it's like kind of hideous and you're not going to want to wear it on your hands, and it's a little bit pricey. So that's why it's an honorable mention, but I have been going for it all month long since I got it. I think it's been a little longer than a month. Like, I'm like, where's the Invisibubble? Like, that's what I need. I can't just use a regular hair elastic. So the last thing I have is a body product, and it is this sweet almond oil. I got this off of Amazon as well. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head, but I will link it down below. It wasn't that much, and that was part of the reason why I was attracted to it. So like I've said a billion times on this channel, I am pregnant. Everybody, I'm pregnant. I hate saying that over and over again. It's so obnoxious, but I am. And I, through my first pregnancy, used this on my belly to try to avoid stretch marks. Now, I know there's a whole lot that goes into stretch marks other than keeping your skin moisturized, genetics, all kinds of things that are beyond our control. But one thing that is in our control is like making sure that our skin is lubricated enough and elastic so that as it stretches, it doesn't tear and leave stretch marks. I was super religious about using this my first pregnancy, and I came away unscathed. I haven't been as religious this time around. My life's been much more hectic with a toddler. You know, it says that it's for softer glowing skin and can be used as a head to toe moisturizer, can also be used as a gentle makeup remover. I haven't used it for that. It also can be used, sweet almond oil is a neutral oil. It doesn't smell like almonds. It just doesn't smell like anything. And it's supposed to be a really good oil as a carrier for like essential oils and stuff like that. I don't, you know, I've never used it for that purpose, but I think that's one of like, you know, the things that it's really meant for. You know, put it on the ends of your hair if your hair is dry, which I have done a few times, and it's pretty lightweight. It doesn't weigh your hair down. I really love the way that it feels. And also, I've been using it, I've been mixing it with my son's lotion. So he's got some dry patches of skin. He was super itchy, and I started to just mix a pump of this with the regular lotion I use for him after bath time, and it really made a difference. Compared to much smaller, if you go to Whole Foods and get a smaller sweet almond oil, that's like $10, $12, $13. And this was much less than that for way more product. So I've been loving this. It's totally affordable, and been working really well for my belly, for my son's skin, and for other things that we use it for. So I highly recommend this Viva Naturals brand. So that's it, guys. That's all I have that I've been loving for this month. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find it and, you know, get tips on products that maybe will be helpful to them. And otherwise, you can catch me on social media, on Twitter and on Instagram at ChooseGooder. And I will just see you in my next video. Bye.